A while ago I made a video on how to post text and images on X using N8N, but this video is a bit outdated. But there is good news. X finally updated their API endpoints, so there will be no more struggling what version to choose, version 1, version 2. And in this video I will show you the updated method on how to post and also where to find and generate the credentials you need. And now let's start building. So this is the workflow we will be creating. As you can see, it only contains 2 HTTP calls or API calls. And the first step is downloading the image from Google Drive that we will post on X. So yeah, let's start with a new workflow. So the first step, as I said, is download the image. First, I will tell you where you can get all the credentials you need, because in the previous video it was a bit unclear and X changed it. So, but before we get to the X credentials, we need to get the callback URL from N8N. So therefore, we add the first HTTP node. We will fill in the URL later. And as authentication, we choose generic credential type, and as type OAuth to API. And now click on name, and now click create new credential. And if you scroll up a bit, here you see the redirect URL. The redirect URL is the URL X will use to redirect you after you have authenticated. So we copy this one and then we go to developer.x.com, and here you sign in with your X account and then you click on portal. Okay, this, if you haven't set up credentials or created an app, this is what you will see. So first we start with creating a project. You give it a name, so Peter X YouTube, and then click next. How do you intend to use the X developers platform? And here you choose making a bot. Next, here we fill in automate with N8N. Or you can choose whatever you want and then click next. And now give it an app name. YouTube Peter, and click next. And on this screen you get an API key, an API secret and a bearer token, but this one you don't need. This is for version 1, so you can skip this. You can copy it if you want, but it's not needed. Then you go to app settings. And here at the bottom you choose user authentication settings setup. The first one you choose read and write and direct message. You scroll down. Type of app you choose web app, automated or bot. And here comes the callback URL. You copy and paste the URL that you got from the N8N screen. The website URL, that's just the URL from your N8N URL, the first part. So you copy that one here. And for the rest, you don't need anything. Now click save. Changing permissions might affect your app. Click yes. And here you get a client ID and a client secret. These two you need. So I copy the client ID and go back to my N8N. Scroll down a bit. Here you paste the client ID and then you copy the client secret and you paste it in client secret. So this is all we need. Now you can click on done. Have you saved it? Yes, I have saved it. And now we go back to N8N. So the first thing we have to change is grant type. This needs to be PKCE. The authorization URL you have to fill in is https x.com/I auth2 and then authorize. The access URL token is https api.x.com/2 token. No worries, I will write it in the description of this video what you have to fill in. Then you scroll down, the client ID you already filled in, the client secret you filled in. The scope, this is very important. Here you have to fill in media.write, tweet.read, tweet.write, users.read, offline.access. No worry, this also will be in the description below. And this is all you need. Click on connect my account and a pop-up window will appear. Okay, not a pop-up window this time. Here you authorize the app. Connection successful. So you have successfully connected to X. Always rename my credentials. So I called it X Credentials. And now enter and save. No need to save this. Okay, now go back to the HTTP node. The first thing we have to do is upload the image we got from Google Drive. So this is a post method. And the URL that is needed is https api.x.com/2/media/upload. And as you can see here, 2 means the version 2 of the API. So the credentials we have set it up. Now scroll down. The only thing you need to add is send body. The body content type is forum data. Parameter type is forum data. The first one we will add is media category. And the value is tweet_image. And the second parameter we will add is the image itself. The parameter type here is N8N binary file. So the binary file that's supposed to be here, but I haven't run this workflow. The name is media and the input data field's name is data. So now if we save this workflow and click on execute workflow, first it will download the file and then it will upload that file to X. Let's check the result. So here you can see you got the ID of the data file and what it is, it's an image. Now we add the final block, that's again an HTTP request. This time again a post request. And the URL is https api.x.com. I see I made a mistake. /2 and then tweets. Now you may ask yourself, Peter, are you that smart? How do you know all this? So I got this from the documents. And then here you can see post tweets with media. This one we will need, or it's easier to just copy this and then paste it. We will need this for later. So back to our workflow. Here we need to send headers to. The name is content type and the value is application JSON. And again, this is also in the manual or in the doc. So the header is content type and the name is, or the value is application JSON. I forgot, here we have to do the authentication too. It's 002 and X Credentials, indeed. And now we also have to send the body. And the body is a JSON file. We're just using JSON. And here we copy and paste, or we just paste the thing we got before. We remove the one that is given and replace it with the ID we got from the previous node. I have no idea why it does it, but with me it always places it at the end. So we put it here and remove the spacing. And then we also have to change the text. No, let's change it. Yeehaw! It is working. Before I run this workflow, I show you how my X account looks like. So you see I'm not cheating. So there is nothing posted now. So now let's run this workflow. Save it first, execute workflow, and see what happens. Workflow executed successfully, and now check my X account. Okay, nothing to see, but refresh. Aha! What do we see? Yeah, it is working, posted 17 seconds ago. And look at that guy. Isn't he marvelous? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any questions about it, please let me know and I will answer all your questions. And thanks a lot for watching. Bye!